Bill Evans here for Digital Hustle TV, and in this video we're going to discuss the pros and the cons of a business versus a job, preferably an online business. When we think about the pros and cons of an online business as opposed to having a job, and we look at the potential of each, a job and a business, let's talk about money first. With a job, as far as money is concerned, you will get paid one check for your time that you spend on a job, whereas the potential for a business, you get paid multiple checks depending on how many clients and how many customers you can bring in. That's the only limitation to how many checks that you get. Another thing about a job is limited to the amount of time that you can spend there, because you're getting paid for your time. You're trading dollars for hours, and for a job there's only 24 hours in a day, and so therefore if you're trading hours for dollars, you're limited to that 24 hours in one day. Whereas with a business, it is unlimited, because you're not trading hours for dollars. It's a matter of how many people can you service in your business. And as we know, there are many businesses that grow into huge, monstrous multinational corporations. That's how big you can get in a business. So it is unlimited with a business. With a job, the reason why we take jobs, besides the fact that we need money in order to live, and there's nothing wrong with having a job, let me just make that clear. I just want to point out the potential for a job as opposed to a business. On a job, you get money drip fed to you once a week, once every 2 weeks, bi-monthly, whichever way that you decide or the employer decides that you will get paid. You're drip fed that money. Whereas with a business, and again with a job, that drip feed comes oftentimes regardless of how hard you work. Many of us have worked on jobs where we know that there are employees who really don't deserve the money that they're getting because they barely work at all, but yet they still get that check. Whereas in a business, it requires discipline, because if there's no work done on the business person's part, then he has no opportunity to scale his revenue and grow his business. So there's discipline that's required on the business side. Some might look at that as a con, not a pro, but if you are a disciplined person, then no doubt you will benefit and more in a business than you will a job. Jobs, most of the time, are just for money. Because we need money to live, oftentimes people will take whatever is available, and so there is no passion involved with a job. It is just for money. Whereas most businesses are servicing people with their products or services, and there is some level of passion involved in most businesses. You are servicing people for the good. When a plumber comes out and takes care of your pipes he's doing good for you, that makes him feel good, that makes you feel good because of the service that you have received from him. And so there's a little bit more passion involved in a business where, now granted, you can have a job that you are passionate about, but for the most part, people work jobs for money. There's no passion. If you give people the opportunity to get money and they don't have to work a job, most people would opt to get money without working a job because they have no passion in it. But there are many, many people who work businesses who would do the business regardless of if they were independently wealthy or not. That means that there's a passion involved in them doing that particular business or engaging in that particular business. And last but not least, in a job, you have no control. Your employer is the one that controls your destiny. There are many people who come in and at the beginning of the day, they are told this will be your last day, you'll get 2 weeks severance, that's it. You have absolutely no control. Whereas with a business, you control the outcome of the business to the extent that you can control it. The harder you work, the more rewards that you can get. So without a doubt, a business has greater potential, and it requires discipline, it requires focus, but without a doubt, the rewards of a business is much, much greater. I invite you to join me on my journey by liking, subscribing, and hitting the bell notification so you'll be notified every time I upload a video, which will be frequently. As frequently as I make progress, I will upload and share it with you.